Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. Today's daily is to cast 30 red or green spells, nice and easy. And instead of doing an archetypical deck like I've been doing for the last couple episodes, this is a Gruul Landfall deck that was put together by, I believe it was put together by Power Dragon. It only uses 2 new cards with shared roots. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle, and Faded Firepower. Flash, this enchantment enters with X fire counters on it. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent, or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus an amount of damage equal to the number of fire counters on this enchantment instead. So there's a potentially interesting interaction here because being this is a landfall deck, we have Sabotender and Tannuk memorable. Is it memorial? Anyway, Tannuk here. These both do damage every time land is played. So if Ojer Axonil is on the field and his power is 4, those one damages become 4. And then as long as this is triggering before this one, it becomes 4 plus however many fire counters. So that can be kind of ridiculous, all things considered. But that's the idea. That's kind of the idea that we're going for. Is this combo here? So to kind of help with that, we do have, we have a few different ways of getting lands onto the field with Glimpse the Core and Shared Roots. Lumra is kind of our big guy, which will pull. When it enters mill 4, then return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, which if all this stuff is on the field, that can trigger some insane damage. Icetill Explorer kind of helps us get things into our graveyard. And the deck that Power Dragon was showcasing didn't have any of these lands like this, of like Fabled Passage or Evolving Wilds or stuff like that, which I thought was a little odd for a landfall deck, but maybe there's a reason for that, and hey, maybe we'll find out today that I didn't need to add these in, but I don't know, we'll see. Either way, I'm interested to see how the combo is going to work for this deck, so I don't know, let's just jump into a couple of matches, see how it goes. Next time we see red-green, I'll probably check out the archetypical deck, but to be honest, those decks aren't performing very well. So we might be kind of just done with that for a little while. I'm going to mulligan this. Yeah, this is better. This is much better. And I kind of hate it, but I think I'm going to drop. No, we'll hold on to fire. We'll hold on to fire magic. Yeah, we'll hold on to fire magic, and I will drop Glimpse the Core. I didn't want to do that, but starting town? Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this one. Probably not the best use of that, but it is what it is. Yeah, I should have waited. I haven't really ever used fire magic all that much, so yeah, I haven't used the fire magic spell that much, so it's not something I think about very often. That actually would have been nice to have, but it's the one bad thing about decks that have milling effects. Is like sometimes you could mill something that you actually want and or need. What, did they get a bounce spell? They did. So they get that back. That's kind of annoying. Really? Another one? To be honest, we're kind of in a bad situation here. I'm having to rely on whatever we pick up. Yeah, this isn't great at the moment. I don't have a reliable way of getting rid of their Quantum Riddler in this deck either. So yeah, I'm not too happy with this. Another Quantum Riddler. Seriously? Wait. Oh, yeah. Haven't even thought about that as a strategy. Alright, at this point we're pretty much done because yeah, we'll do this, do that, and concede. Just because we were in a bad situation. I didn't have any of our kind of what we were looking for, and by the time I would have top decked something, that we wouldn't have been able to recover. So yeah, that was just kind of a bad luck, bad start, is what I would say. Like this one is better. This is a better start. Oh, come on. Another burst lightning. Jeez. Naturally. Naturally. Another socket. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and do this. Oof, close. Get rid of you. So I can play Lumra next. Really won't help me all that much, I don't think, but we'll see. Makes it an 8-8 at the moment. I don't know how many lesson cards they have in their graveyard, though. Naturally. Yep. Ooh, Sabotender. Helpful. Alright. The main reason I conceded there is I'm not having any fun. And to be honest, I'm not enjoying this deck all that much. Not as much as I thought I would. So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. I might take a moment to look at the deck in between recordings to see if there's anything that I think could change on it. I don't know. I am not a proficient deck builder, but yeah. Anyway, we're not leaving completely open, empty-handed. We do have 2 packs to open. This came from the daily deals today, so Murders at Karlov Manor. A mythic, okay. Maybe something I haven't gotten before? It's been a while since we've opened one of these. Hey, I will take that. That makes up for one of the wild cards I used for Fated Firepower. So you'll take that. Another mythic, wow. Again, nothing new in the commons or uncommons. Through the Omen Path. I believe this is either my 2nd or 3rd copy of this, so yeah, we'll take it. Either way, that, my friends, is where we're going to wrap things up for today. Maybe I should have just put the archetypical deck for Gruul together from the Avatar set. Who knows? I'll probably take a look at it after this, after I finish up the recording, but we'll see. Next time we run into red-green, we'll probably not be doing this landfall deck. The sad thing is, though, I can see where this deck would work really, really well. It's heavily reliant on getting the exact cards you need, which, if I haven't said it before or haven't said it recently, I'll say it now. That is not a deck style that I like playing. I don't like decks that say, no, you need this exact card combination for it to be able to do anything. If you don't get that card combination, you're better off conceding. So, yeah, that's kind of how this deck kind of seems to me, but yeah, who knows. If any of you want to give it a try, the deck list will be in the description as per usual. But yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.